Hello and welcome. This is the Astrology of the Week Ahead podcast. I'm your host, Chani Nicholas, and in this episode, we're looking at the week of May 27th, which, in spite of recent weeks, is not a week that is going to bring us massive, huge changes, which we can actually be very grateful for, because there's been a lot lately. There have been a lot of really big astrological moments. I've been talking about them. I've been hyped about them. This week has one that is definitely, something that we can look to in the year of 2024 as important, significant, but it's not game-changing, I don't think. Anyways, let's get into what the week is going to be like. Up until Sunday, there are a couple of things, but they're very quick moving, right? On Sunday, there's something that is much more long lasting in its impact. And it's about something that has taken a very long time to take place. It's a once in a lifetime kind of thing. But again, because it's a little bit more mellow in its signature, it is not going to be the most startling situation of 2024 for sure. Okay, there are some other startling situations that happen, but they're very quick during the week. So on Monday, we've got Mercury making a sextile to Saturn. Really good for conversations, really good for hashing out plans, really good for gathering the details that we need and getting things into the compartments that are correct. It's good for accounting. It's good for traveling. It's good for the details. It's good for getting to the place on time and making sure we've got what we need to have once we get there. I like Monday's astrology. It is supportive. On Wednesday, we've got Mars in courageous and fast, sometimes furious, Aries, making a conjunction with Chiron, the wounded healer. Now, this is an archetype of needing to heal from what plagues our society, I think, so much. If we think of Mars as that driving force of go, 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 and burn through whatever we need to burn through in order to win at all costs, and we think of Chiron as the thing that both is the wound, but also the gateway to the medicine, and we put these archetypes together, that I do think that there is cause to think of this as a moment to heal things that might result from a type of toxic masculinity, if you will. So when we think of burning through connections or not caring about how our actions will impact anyone at any time, if we think about winning at all costs as the problem or as the pain point or as the ailment, then what is the medicine to that? What kind of addressing of the wounds can we do here? So I'm wondering how this is going to show up. And I think that there's good reason to consider this a moment to slow down. And if slow down is not an option, or if it's not the vibe right now, then it's about how we can courageously show up for the medicine that we need. It's easy to cause harm. It really is. Unfortunately, it's too easy, I think, in our world. We're like babies running around with machetes most of the time. We don't understand the actual impact of the harm that we even do, let alone understand the harm that we do. It's much harder to courageously to definitively move towards what the medicine might be that we need. How do we show up as somebody who's valiantly trying to address the wounds of the world? That's one takeaway we could have. Another is that Wednesday might hurt our feelings a little bit. There might be something that we move into head first, because it's Aries, move into quickly that is like, oh my God, ow, that hurts. It's a little salt on the wound type of feeling. And no matter what, we could just decide to do the thing in our life that we know could become some kind of salve, either for ourselves or for ourselves and everybody else. So I want you to think about what hurts, what is healing and what the connection is, what the medicine is, what the salve is, midweek especially. Then on Thursday, we've got Uranus and Mercury making a conjunction, which means we're having startling conversations. There's breaking news. There's something that comes into the light of consciousness. There's something that comes into the group chat that's like, whoa, I didn't know that. There's a shock wave that kind of goes through the ethers. Maybe that's personal for you in your everyday life. Maybe it's more kind of on the world stage, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, it's a really good day to tell the truth. It's a really good day to say, I don't care about convention. I don't care about what is usually done here. I don't care about the rules. I care about the truth. So I'm going to take this moment to articulate it for myself. And yes, there might be a fallout. There might be backlash. There might be a million things, but the truth is more important to me than any kind of consequence for saying it. Perhaps that'll be the vibe for you or for many of us. Okay. The astrology on Sunday, that is a once in a lifetime kind of moment, is Jupiter has just moved into Gemini. It's going to make a trine to Pluto that's newly in Aquarius. We've not had Pluto in Aquarius before in our lifetime. Well, we have, but not with Jupiter in Gemini. We had it for a little bit last year, and then it moved back into Capricorn, and now it's back into Aquarius. It'll move back into Capricorn again for a little bit, September to November, and then it'll be back in Aquarius. Anyways, these two have not made this formation from these signs in our lifetime. And that means that the parts of our chart that contain Aquarius and Gemini and Aquarius, are going to receive a mutual admiration, mutually beneficial support system. Now, Jupiter is about abundance and opportunity, and Pluto has a lot to do with wealth in a lot of ways. So this could be something that feels incredibly, or shows up as a way that's incredibly supportive to your system. Again, thinking especially about the part of your chart that contains Gemini, because it's receiving the blessing of Jupiter and Venus right now, and then being supported by Pluto in a way that is transformational. So I want us to think about transformational growth and the ideas and the ways to articulate them that are transformational and are about our collective growth. Pluto is in Aquarius. It is talking about the group of us. Jupiter is in Gemini. It's talking about at least the two of us, but it's talking about talking. It's communicating. There's a flurry of communication and ideas and our ways of interacting with each other. I'm recording this in, what month is it? February. So I don't know what's going to be happening by May, but that's what it looks like from here. And on the world stage, I don't know, there's a part of me that's a little wary about this signature because of what happens so easily in tech and through technology. And will there be like a boost or a boon to tech companies in some way, because this is all in air signs and because Pluto in Aquarius has so much to do with technology and it's getting a boost from Jupiter. So I'm side-eyeing it a bit, and I'm also encouraged by how it could land for us personally. So I don't think it's like a chaotic good. It feels like everything in Gemini feels like a chaotic good right now, and maybe always, but I don't mean people with stuff with Gemini in their chart. I mean astrology that happens in Gemini. There's always going to be a flurry of activity. There's always going to be too many opinions to be able to pay attention to. There's always going to be a dispersing of awareness. And so in this moment, Pluto can gather it and deepen it a little. I do think this is a day where there will be effective communications. I just obviously don't know for who. For all of us in different ways, most likely. Also on Sunday, Mercury makes a very quick little sextile to Neptune, which is a lot of inspired conversations and inspired ideals. So I do think Sunday, the weekend, is really good for our conversations after whatever disruptive thing happens on Thursday. What kind of gossip is this little situation foretelling? I don't know. We'll have to see. Thank you so much for leaving us reviews in the App Store. They mean the world to us. They make a huge difference for us as a company. So I just really appreciate the time and energy people take to create them. I wanted to leave you with this one called Love Chani's profound simplicity. Amazing app with the energies of love, precision, and deep caring. Like having my chart interpreted in the most personal, respectful, and supportive ways every day. Okay, next week we have a Venus Cazimi, really good for love and blessings and connection and yes, conversations, because yes, it is in Gemini. And we have a new moon at the same time with Venus and with Jupiter. It's really lovely. It's also being squared by Saturn, which is kind of harsh and a bit of a reality check. So it's both and. It's a clarification of what it is we want, and the clarification will come with a little bit of rudeness, but it will be helpful, I promise. So we'll talk about that next week. Until then, sending you lots of love, many blessings. Bye for now.